Oh, hi, Tex.
Let's do it.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. We're starting soon. Boobie doobie doo boop. I'm wearing the whitest shirt in the world. It's gonna be great. Me encanta! It's gonna be great for the camera. It's gonna love my white shirt. It's gonna be great. Ba 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 ba. I'm shoving it. I'm shoving it. Oh, hi, everybody. How is your Thursday, Friday, as the case may be? Mine, not too bad for those keeping score. Papa got to go home today. Very good. Now I just got to monitor his situation. Meanwhile, we should play some Golden Axes. Golden Axe. Golden Smacks. Golden Smacks. Oh, hi, Chuck. What's up, Automaton? Automaton? Naughty, naughty Automaton. Oh, look. Gershwin is back. What is up? Good evening, sir. Trophy yellow smiling face because Bot Rix doesn't know how to handle that. How's it going? Hello. Perfect. How's everybody doing tonight? Hope you're doing well. It is a beautiful Thursday, Friday night here in the southeast part of the United States of America. Of America. Welcome in. Sit down. Stay a while. Stay forever. All right, we've been playing Golden Axe Warrior this week. You know what I really should do, though? I mean, I really should post this on social media. Oh, hi, Houdini7 is here. What's going on? I suppose if I must invite the other kids, I'll give a smile. I'll give a smile. What do you think? I guess we need to invite the other kids. I feel bad about, you guys are smart. You got the notification stuff turned on. But we have another whole part of our community who's too stubborn, too distracted, too mushy. True, Houdini7. No, we just never leave. I don't know what that noise was, but I'll take it. I just heard something go bling. Very nice. Oh, thank you for the follow over on, no doubt, over. Thank you. Thank you, Chuck. I think you followed me on YouTube there. I think that's what just happened. Thank you for the follow. It helps a lot. Like and subscribe if you like retro video games. You just found yourself in the right spot, because we about to do both. Oh, I'm Mushy. Hello. Oh, hi, Puppy Kitten Trout. What's going on? How is your Thursday, Friday, wherever in the world you are today? Too soon for watch hour updates? We checked it right before we left, and then we just logged in. We can still look, though. I mean, but probably hasn't changed much, unless you guys have been watching a whole bunch. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? We got someplace to be now. I ended up missing the new SpongeBob Halloween special. I really think I need to do it. Felt bad that I did not get to do it. I did not get to do a lot of the stuff that I wanted to do this year for Halloween. And right now, I can't breathe. I hate not being able to breathe. Stupid sinus allergy. BS. Crap. All right, let's do this thing. We just sent it out to Twitter. We sent it out to Threads. We sent it out to BlueSky.app. Follow me on Blue Sky. You should be. I'm easy to find. I'm not hiding nothing. Right there for you all to see. Anybody been using that Nintendo app, music app? Anybody been enjoying the Nintendo music? I think I ought to record myself listening to it and post on YouTube. What do you think? I think it's a fine idea, Brian. I think it's a great idea. You should tag it with Nintendo sucks. Or Nintendo can't stop me, Pirate Radio. What do you think? I think it's a grand idea. All right. I kid, Nintendo. Don't come after me. Don't come at me, bruh. Puppy Kitten Shot confirms. Going well. Thank you. All right, let's do this thing. Got it. All right, look. So some of you guys said yesterday you enjoyed the Golden Axe like I did. But there were a couple of versions we haven't looked at yet. First of all, I looked at the arcade version quite closely yesterday. And then several of you had recommended the Amiga or the Commodore 64 version. Check those out. I did find my Amiga ROM set. And so let's launch this. Now, this does have intro stuff, right? It's got the trainers. So this ROM set had a bunch of trainers. I should probably turn all those off. Let's see how screaming this is. Def Jam are back with a new release. Can you read that? Golden Axe. Golden Axe me a question. Let me ask you a question, Golden Axe. Let's take a look here. Let's take a look. It's in a book. It's a reading rainbow. Let's see. Oh, so I thought it was going to be giving us some music there. I just hear the disc loading ROM message. Zoe brings the bacon is here. Zoe, how's it going, Zoe? How was your day? Interesting enough, I'm not hearing no loud music. Usually these these trainers are loud and proud. Now, I tried this a few minutes ago. I took a look at it. I am doing this on the Amiga emulation, and I am using this controller here. I think I'm going to pop out for a second because I think, let's take a look. Did I do any funny changes on the other one? Because it seems like I got to do some controller stuff. Seems like there's some controller stuff that has to be done. Oh, in here again. Let's see. Amiga. Would you have? If you were doing the Amiga, full size there, game rendering and shaders. Let's do that. Let's get the one with good bezels there. Let's do that. What do you think? Let's do some decorations. I think we need to do a decoration set. None for that. And then we need to heads-up display. Absolutely, yeah. We need some game info and art. What do you think about there? Yeah. All that looks good. The question is, though, do we want scan lines? Let's find out. Oh, all the better for seeing you streaming. Thank you, Zoe. I see you over here on Twitch as well as on the YouTube, I'm assuming. Yeah, like that. That's good. A little Commodore 60, Commodore A500 Plus popping up here. Yoo-hoo, words of fans. Angels, Genesis, Def Jam are back with a new release. Now, I clicked on this earlier. All right. We can activate this. Activate Pac-Man. The start button here, but that doesn't do anything. What does activate it is hitting the left mouse, or hitting the mouse button. So the mouse button, if I hit that, which is my left bumper trigger, right? All right, let's do that. Angels, Genesis, Def Jam, the best coops. The best coops. Present a new release. Golden Axe Double Plus. Unlimited lives for F1 or F2. Unlimited energy. Cracked by the dude. What do this? What if I don't want the cheats on? Let's break out the keyboard. Never leaves me bored. Let's see. Is it on now? And let's turn that off. Turn that off. Oh. Well, that did something funny. Oh, you know what? I bet it's because I don't have the game focus mode on. All right, there we go. All right, there we go. Still pops it up, though. Interesting. It seems to be pulling up a couple of things there. All right, that's fine. Press the left mouse button, which I have here. I have my left mouse button. There we go. Let's do that. Yeah, let's do this. All right. All right, got a shelter in, kitty. Amiga East, there's some phone numbers. Anybody want to call a few of these? Let's call Amiga East. Let's call the Flying Dutchman. And the Wreck House. Total Recall. Are these phone numbers? Rain in the Blood. Dutch Pirate. Absolute Zero. South of Heaven. Interesting. Alright, so let's hit that mouse button again. Got some Amiga loading disc sounds here. Alright, Virgin presents Sega. Golden Axe. Just loading up a little stuff, you know. Programming and graphics by Dementia for Probe. So we're actually into the game now. This would be Probe, right? Probe did this. Produced for Virgin. Getting all those nice floppy disk sounds going on. We're using the LibRetro PUAE Mega emulator. Oh yeah, I'm already digging the music. Oh yeah. Oh. I don't know if am I broadcasting in stereo? I don't know if I'm broadcasting in stereo, but this is eating all day long, man. This is nice. This is nice. Oh yeah, look at that. There's your Death Adder. He's a real butthole. There's the Axe Battler. His mother was killed by Death Adder. Tyrus Flare, her father and mother were killed by Death Adder. Looks like Xerox scans of the arcade version, though. There was our number one character right there. Golden Axe. Fire one half to start. 1 or 2. Okay, I hit my action button, which is A. Right? Oh, definitely a stereo trade mouse. What is going on? Definitely, it sounds good, doesn't it? All right. Okay, that seems to be working all right. Okay. Interesting. So I turned the game focus mode on before it kicked into there, so that's good. All right, so let's just start out with let's get our namesake here. He's got a golden axe, right? That's not what they meant to do, but they did. All right, here we go. Thanks, Skeleton Man. Fate, fate of destiny, fate. This is the Amiga version of Golden Axe. It's pretty hot. All right, can't move yet, but as you can tell, the magic wielding up there. Oh, here comes Alex. Hey, Alex. Oh, Alex got beat in the back of the head. And he ran off. Alex, what happened? His Majesty and the Princess have been taken by Death Equals Adder. Revenge them for me, my friend. This game's all about revenge, right? Okay, so he already killed my family and everything. Like, I need another reason. Oh no, I just shot the lightning. I shot my load. How do I jump? How do I jump? That just goes up. That's not a jump. Is there no jump in this game? Oh no, I just hit the left mouse button. That means it's gonna want to player 2 just entered the game. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. All right. The graphics okay, so the graphics the sprite work looks freaking phenomenal. I'll give you that. The Amiga, this looks amazing. Premature Dwarf. Stray Mouse says, yo, Dunaway, sounds good. Sounds great. Awesome. So I made a mistake. You can 2-player this thing, right? And apparently my keyboard... Oh, can I create... Is he actually hurting him? Oh, you actually can hurt each other. I've never played 2-players. So this is actually a good thing. Okay. So we're cooperatively playing, but not really. So kind of like Joust, right? All right, so like if I like kill him 3 times... Will I then remove him from the field? It's like a saving? Is that like an autosave? Uh-oh, we didn't move along fast enough. That means it's time for these guys to show up. This is the hurry up mechanic of the game. All right. Well, these guys are charging. I should have charged. Oh, gotcha, buddy. Suck it. Like a wrestler here. Going off the turnbuckle. Turnbuckle. Capkeeper says the Atari ST version is a bit worse. So yeah, we're playing right now. Okay, so yesterday we looked at the arcade versions of this, which is a 16-bit arcade system. I believe they used the original Golden Axe was the Sega 16-bit arcade board. And then this would be the Amiga, which is a 16-bit PC, right? Or computer. Personal computer. There we go. PC. Is that what I said? I can't remember now. Let's see what happens once I kill him. Okay, his game is over, so now I can move on. All right. Sorry, buddy. Auto saves. But the Atari also was a 16-bit computer. This looks pretty good. The graphics are pretty tasty. And the music, amazing. Did the Amiga also have the SID chip, or did it have its own thing? Doesn't quite sound like a SID chip. Oh, okay, interesting. Okay. Okay, so that is interesting. Okay. Look at me rolling, okay. Oh, now it's kind of a little bit brighter. Interesting. Oh, what is up, Philly Philly Codown? I feel like I haven't seen you for a minute. How's it going? I feel like this is moving slower than the arcade, which, you know, is fine. You'd probably expect as much. Processing power typically in arcade machines at the time versus home machines were, you know, not the same, right? All right, there we go. Got this guy. I'm able to move. I'm able to do my little special move by pushing down. So, oh, okay. Okay. All right. So that's just that's user error. Okay, I understand now. Okay. I assumed incorrectly. Interesting. Okay. Oh, okay. Interesting how that functions. Okay. Control setup's different than I thought it would be. The Amiga was designed by Atari, and then Commodore came in and bought the company, right? The Amiga was designed by Atari, and the Commodore came in and bought the company. I thought Commodore. I think you're right. I think that's right. I'm trying to remember my history about how that all came about. And so I know when they brought in the, but then I thought there was also something with, who was it that was at Commodore that went over to Atari and then took the Commodore 64 developer over to Atari, and that's what happened. There's a lot of intermingling between Commodore and Atari, right? Ownership versus leadership. There's a lot of intermingling. Developers moving back and forth between the two. From the 8-bit to the 16-bit era, there was a bit of a turnover, a change. J Minor, was that it? I'm trying to remember names. Trying to remember names right now. Okay. Control scheme handles differently than I thought it would. I don't know if it's because my control is set up incorrectly or something else, because there is a 2-player mode, and I'm just not sure. I do like this little autosave thing, though. That's pretty cool. Philly Codehound says, "What are you writing on?" Great question. So let's take a pause just for a second, because I also heard an alert that I must have missed, because I heard something go ba-da-ba-ba-ba, because Baker Deeds subscribed with Prime 2 minutes ago. So thank you for that, Baker Deeds. I hope you're having a good Thursday, Friday, wherever in the world you are. And we had a couple of questions in the chat room. Philly Codehound says, "You know it's going." That wasn't a question. That was the answer to the question that I had earlier, asking about how their Thursday, Friday was. The Amiga was designed by Atari, and the Commodore came. Okay, that we talked about that. David Capcom. Sorry. So Philly Codehound said, "What are you writing on?" It is the when you saw me writing a while ago, it was that same. What's the name of the creature? He's the same creature from Altered Beast, because one of the developers that worked on the developer for this game. The primary developer on this game worked on Altered Beast. More interesting facts as well. Streets of Rage built on this game engine. Not necessarily this Amiga version, but the Streets of Rage was built on the Golden Axe Warrior arcade. And now, if you're not familiar with it, there's a project called Open Beats of Rage, which is a modern engine emulating the Streets of Rage. And people have ported over the original Streets of Rage over to Beats of Rage. They've recreated the maps, the characters, the story. And they've done the same, because all those systems kind of go hand in hand, and they've created a Golden Axe Warrior version as well. I would like to take a look at it. I hope. Oh my gosh, this guy, why is he so hard to get? He'll give you 2. He comes in a night and steals 2, but then you can knock 2 more out. Turtle Village, here we come. Yeah, some kind of turkey chicken leg thing. Captain Kipper confirms there was a whole bunch of back and forth with Jack Tramiel pushed out of Commodore and buying Atari, right? Yeah. The whole back. It's a whole really interesting story, and I can't recall all of it right now while I'm trying to also think about all the history of the Golden Axe. If I was free and clear right now, I might be able to remember. So when I jumped down here, we were in on land, right? But now we've jumped down, and this little curve is very intentional, because this is the back part of a shell. We are riding on a giant turtle. We just got a save state here. You can fall off the back of the turtle, and the bad guy will follow. He will follow like a big old fat moron. I like the Amiga. I like the emulation here they've got going on. I like the LibRetro PU AE. We were able to score a F for funky. I'm not sure if that's because how did the computer, which I beat up, manage to score higher than me? I'm really digging the music, though. I gotta say that the Amiga. Does anybody know which sound chip they used for the Amiga, the A500? Because this is really hot. It doesn't sound like a SID chip, though. It doesn't sound like the SID chip. It's very robust like the SID chip. But I don't remember these particular instruments. Oh, it's called Paula. Paula, okay. Discworld Axe. We need that. I'm not really familiar with the Amiga. I grew up on the 620, the VIC-20 and the Commodore 64, and had a 128 later on. All the Amiga chips have names. Well, this Paula is sexy. I would love to have an Amiga. So if anybody's got a line on a Commodore Amiga A500, doesn't have to be a plus. Plus will be a bonus. But it's been one of the things that's been on my list to pick up. I'd like to get some real games for that. I'll tell you, good job. Good job for those who recommended the Amiga version of this. It's pretty hot. It's pretty hot. I like it. You'll notice I only have Flashback and Golden Axe here. I have a whole big Amiga collection. But I've only been loading them one at a time because there's a lot of configuration going on with them, because it's keyboard, mouse, it's basically a PC, right? So there you go. Trade Mouse says, is that a real floppy drive here in the background? So we're doing this through Batocero, and it is front-ending Emulation Station, and it is back-ended by RetroArch, which is running what's called a core, which is the emulator, and the emulator is by default set to do that real floppy drive disk. So anytime there is a speed throttling built in by default on that, intentionally to allow the games to load properly, because certain games do have it, and they do run a floppy drive noise, which is really cool. I like that. Capkeeper says Angus and Dennis were the other chips. Really, then the Paula is definitely the better of the chip names. Capkeeper says it's sound. The C64 emulators can do that too. They do. I don't know if they do it by default. I don't know if they're that fancy or not. But here is our Commodore 64 version, which is the other one people recommended. I don't know if it is actually the cassette or not, but I think this is the D64 file. Let's see if it just loads up or if we have to do some fiddling. I didn't look at it. Oh, I'll bring it up here. So I do have, no memory card found. I forgot I took the memory card out for purposes. So here's the Commodore 64 Maxi. It is a modern, mini component PC sort of that emulates the Commodore 64. And there's something called the Commodore the C64 Mini, and they basically took that innards and put it into a full-size keyboard, which is what people really wanted, and I got this recently. Cabin Kipper says, never played the C64 version. I had the ST by then. Gigatrain. Yes, it is. Is Gigatrain? Is that what it said? All right, let's see if we got our Gigatrain hooked up here. Let's put our game focus on. I think we have to do the run here, which I think is either enter... Well, that's the speed up there. Oh, that did something. Start with full magic. No. Want to have infinite magic? No. Trainer cheaters. I don't want none of this stuff. Infinite lives? No. I want to play it like it was like Tramiel intended. Infinite shield, immortal? No. Infinite energy? No. Starting level? Just give me the... Can I just say, just go? All right, 1. Want to see in sequence now? No, but that's interesting. C for skip level. See, Commodore, the Commodore key, maybe? All right, want to see game intros? No. Oh my gosh. What is all of this trash? I just want to play the game. Can I skip all of that? I know, right? The Commodore key, right? Uh-oh, here comes this guy. Uh-oh. Am I actually fighting here? Oh, I think I am. Okay. Oh, bad dude. Bad dude. Oh, this is so Commodore 64. Look at this thing. It's a valiant attempt from an 8-bit computer. Remember, this is a 16-bit game. Developed, as a 16-bit game. Basically, was it a demake? Before demakes were really a thing. It is a port. And, you know, for an 8-bit system, trying to run a 16-bit game, I'm enjoying myself. As fast, as speedy. They went with speed over detail graphics. Fine with that, because the gameplay is where it's at in this game. Right, the C64 will have limited enemies. True story. The chicken lips key. That's right, the Commodore. There's a little gnome. So we got all the little action things here. Interesting. Okay, so it seems like that's a pretty common, this control scheme that I'm dealing with right now. Oh, the hitboxes are weird, though. One thing okay, so I'm going to complain a little bit, though, because the hitboxes are not good. And that's something you need to be on point for this type of hack and slash. Because you have the opportunity to go up and down like you would like in a beat 'em up. Like in many of your beat 'em ups. And, of course, it's already hard enough to get aligned with the enemy. And if those hitboxes are not right, like if I'm on top of him, I miss him. You wouldn't have that happen in the other games because you could be diagonal to him and cause a problem in the other versions, but usually if you're right on top of him, I'll give it to you. I do like that he's got a different rate of walk than the other guys. The enemies don't seem to be as smart either, which makes the arcade game a lot of fun. Arcade game is a lot of fun because they kind of match your play style. So, like, if you're a person who charges a lot, then your enemy starts charging a lot. And no HUD, right? Very minimal HUD, very little, just down at the very bottom, right? Just your life bar down there on the left, and you got a couple of little magic bottles. Not as robust, but still commendable. I actually like the brown colors, even if the bad guys do kind of blend in with it. But it sticks with the darker mood and tone of the original. Very fantasy, right? Oh, I've never been a fan of that cyan blue that they use in the Commodore 64. It makes your eyes bleed. Especially when you contrast it with those browns, that brown and that cyan. I've never liked that part of the color palette of the Commodore 64 or the VIC-20 for that matter, which is where it really, they had a lot of it. The border screen was that color, right? Yeah, CGA is the worst, absolutely. I wonder if there's another mode. I wonder if this has a higher than CGA mode. Amy says, I just wanted to ask him a question. Zoe confirms that bleeding eyes are not a good thing. And this seems to be a shorter run too, like I can't go but so far. Oh, okay, interesting. All right. Oh, that's right, he's the green one. One of them gives you food and one gives you magic power. Other words, one of them gives you, oh, interesting. So you don't have to fight anybody here. Oh, and you start off with the better of the mounts of the fire-breathing dragon. In the other versions, you start off with the little chicken legs that does with the good swipes, the tail whips. He says, sorry. Don't be sorry, Avon. How is... Oh, and my mount just disappeared instead of running off. Kind of disappointing. Avon, it was a great question. You will get those dead jokes throughout the playthrough. Absolutely, I hope so. Love it. Interesting things going on here. But still, the fact that I am continuing to play it as I talk is a good example of what's working with it. It's still fun to play. Even though it's a little gank, it's still fun to play. So they kept the spirit of the play, even though it's not one-to-one. Still not bad. And I tell you, the other thing I really like about this version is I know they've kind of minified the play screen area for this giant HUD that's down at the bottom. Instead of being overlaid, probably due to opacity, maybe. Probably redraw. Probably the reason why they had to do that. Plus, it kind of makes the play area smaller, and that's a static. Anyway, what I love though is that avatar down there. The avatar is amazing. Look at that avatar. He is just, that is spot on for the character. That is some great pixel art. It's pretty good, and I like this screen too. That looks pretty good too. Whoever did the font work also did a very good job. I really like the font styling in this one. I gotta say, for an 8-bit demake of a 16-bit Sega game, kind of fun, very playable. Maybe even more playable. I was feeling a little bit bogged down the Amiga version. The Amiga version is gorgeous, and oh my gosh, it's a slower pace though. It's accurate when you're fighting, but the pacing's slower, and I think that takes a little something away from the Golden Axe. I mean, Golden Axe is not a super fast game anyway, but it really feels like it's slowed down a little bit too much. It's pretty good. Both of them pretty good. Both of them got some good advantages there. Captain Kipper says it's a good port of a 16-bit game, but not a 16-bit game. Right. Even done with work, did run an errand. Now watch the Brian. So while we're on the subject of 8-bit versions, right? So let's get that. Did I load in the Sega Master System version of this? I don't remember. So let's see if we got the Sega Master System version of that. Sega Master System was my first console. Do I not have any? Did I pass by it? Did I pass by the Master System? It looks like it's grouped by game types, right? Did I miss it? Do I not have any? Did I not load up my Sega Master System games on here? Interesting. Okay. Well, there is a Sega Master System of Golden Axe. Oh, there's a Game Gear version. Interesting. Oh yeah. A little of that coffee in. Hey, we're not always going to be streaming on Thursday night, but we were supposed to be starting our new schedule this week after all the travels, and then Papa got sick and he had to go to the hospital. He's been in there, but he got out today. So good news, everybody. Papa's better. He's back home, and they're watching him. All right. And hopefully next week we will have no further interruptions on the schedule. But going forward for the next couple of months, the plan is, and always make sure that you're following me on the social medias if you want to make sure that the plan is still in effect each day. I try to announce if something comes up. The plan is Monday, Wednesday nights, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Friday nights, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. 3 times in a month. One of those being Community Event Day. Other 2, Dealer's Choice. Probably do something with Sammy and Kit London. Part of the community stuff. Friday night's basically community night stuff. But then one Friday a month is for me and the significant other to party. But yeah, so pretty much consistently Monday, Wednesday, 3-hour streams each of those nights to get our retro on. You know, Papa's doing all right. Papa's doing all right. Glad he's back home. Glad he's back home. Now, I don't know if Core is on tonight. We usually don't do Thursday nights specifically because we don't want to, interfere with Core. But I think they did something earlier today on the Core. I'm not sure. Like I said, usually Thursday night's not the night that I'll be here, but I am tonight. So, hey, let's make the best of it because we missed Monday. We'll call this our flex night because Audra's going to walk on the treadmill anyway. And I was like, well, you know what? I might as well just go hang out with my peeps. Hang out with my peeps. You want to see some peace, by the way? We were going through some stuff. Somebody asked me earlier, Trickster on the Discord server asked me earlier, was like, because I posted some doodles that I did, and he's like, I didn't know you did artwork. And I'm like, yeah, I doodle. And I forget sometimes that not everybody has been hanging out with me forever, for 15, 20 years online as my online presence has been. But yeah, I've done comic strips over the years. I do a lot of artwork. And when I just said peeps, it reminded me that while I was going back through my stuff, because I was going through some of the old comics and stuff, because we was kind of sharing them back and forth, and I had forgot I had did this little thing way back in the day. It must have been it's been at least 14 or 15 years since I've been this fat. Ava says, now can you draw Scott in Scott style? I could draw in Scott style. Zoe says Core has finished. Core is earlier for a while because John doesn't change his clock, so I think, oh, that's right, I think I do remember that. Okay, that's good to know, actually. But yeah, I had seen this and I forgot I had made like a live action comic out of myself, and this kind of made me laugh, just hanging with my peeps. Why are these peeps blue? Oh dear Lord, no air holes, only humanity. Only humanity. I forgot about that. Here's another one. This is my namesake. If you're ever curious what Mission Deep means, it was a comic that I used to draw. It was called A Mission Deep. And it was a spoof on sci-fi, and it followed the exploits of the captain here and Steve, but for the most part. But it had another cast of characters, an ensemble cast. Huge humanity, says Avian. Captain says I lost 20 pounds in 2020, then proceeded to gain 25 pounds back. Hey man, pandemic destroyed us all. All right, I just thought I'd share that with you in case anyone out there is not aware that I used to draw, and I still draw. Matter of fact, here's some of my more recent doodles. I'll just pull this up real quick. So yeah, while I was doing the hospital thing, I was just doodling a little bit. This is from the iPad. I was watching something, and somebody was talking about, how our actions were making monsters, and I was like, oh, what a fun idea. Let's make some monsters. How do you make monsters? Ever watched the show Captain Star, says Captain Kipper. Dry humor, but it seems like I remember something about that. But I can't even, the name is ringing a bell, but I cannot think of anything about it. Or maybe I'm thinking of Dark Star. Is that also a TV show? Maybe I'm just crazy. Oh well, thank you, Trade Mouse. I love drawing. And I'm probably gonna go. Hey, Crowsy's here. Probably gonna spend the next 10 years trying to get back. Wasn't Dark Star a movie? That's what I'm thinking. Dark Star was a movie. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. That's what I'm thinking of. All right. Let me see. Let me grab my Master System ROM set. And let's see if we can find some Golden Axe Warrior to look at one more 8-bit version while we're looking. Golden Axe Warrior. Let's see how Sega did on their own system. I mentioned earlier before, the Master System was my first console. I'm always surprised when I revisit it how freaking well most of the games hold up. Always remember that when Sega and Nintendo first started their little competition, especially in Japan, that Sega was killing it at the arcade, and this is one of the games that they were killing at the arcade with. Golden Axe. It's also one of the best Sega Genesis titles. I believe it was a launch title, wasn't it? Did it come out at launch? It was a fine time in the 16 and 32-bit era when we were finally able to fulfill the promise that was bringing arcade games home. Bring them home, baby. Bring them home. Sega Master System, SMS. Where are you? Got too many folders. Too many. But yeah, Sega's answer to Nintendo's rising popularity at home was, well, we can't have this. Must be under M for Master System. It is. All right. Duh. A dirk. don't think I need a... I don't have the system on here. Hopefully I don't need a BIOS. I don't think I do. I think the emulator has the BIOS built in. I think I'm going to get to the 16-bit era to have to get into that stuff. All right, let's take a look. Let's find out. Let's find out how accurate my brain is. Oh, this is USA, Europe, Brazil. Brazil still loves their master system, baby. Bye-bye. Ba-ba-doo-boop-ba-doo. Let there be light. Avi says that is a memory of the movie. Oh, you're talking about... I got you. Crozy. Oh, hi, Bringer the Bacon, Zoe. That's right. Oh, you have that on some HD? Nice. Hey, look what one of you lovely people sent. I won't say who they are until they give me until they say. Hey, they sent me a VHS, unopened VHS. And this is Ruckus. Ruckus. We had talked about this on FilmSack at one point, and so now I have an opportunity to take a look at Ruckus on VHS. Dark Star was John Carpenter's first film. I think that's what I'm remembering. That is what I'm remembering. That's the reason why that sounds familiar. I'm a pretty big John Carpenter fan. He does it all. I'm a fan of John Carpenter's work. I have no idea what his social or political or business views are. We live in a time where I have to put that in there. I'd put it in there. I love John Carpenter's work. How about his music? Yes, that is also his work. I love that. His music is amazing. It's simple and it works. That's what's so amazing about his work and the music. I feel kind of bad because I'm like, you know, if you go back and you listen to like interviews and stuff with John Carpenter, really down to earth guy in the interviews that I've seen. Don't know the guy, just saying what I've seen in the interviews. You know, he's like, yeah, music was so expensive. It's so expensive, and he's like, I just need something to elicit emotion here. So he uses musical instruments to elicit basic emotions like a soap opera, right? If it works, it works. It's only stupid if it doesn't work. Crozy says, I used to record myself on a cassette player all the time for no reason. I did too. One time I was recording myself while my friend played Life Force on NES. Awesome. And you hear me see Golden Axe for the first time in a magazine and show my buddy. That is great. It was a really smart move because they were wanting to do like a beat 'em up, right? Sega wanted a beat 'em up that was their competition at the time, and the developer went a different direction and went with a fantasy, which is smart because that part was not crowded. That market part was not crowded, and my God, the fantasy art of that time is eye-grabbing, right? So good. Captain says, I saw it TV late night back in the 80s. Fog is a great film, Crimson Neon says. Agreed. Fog is a great film. Sorry, Life Force the game not equals Life Force the film. I knew what you meant. You're talking about Life Force, which is the version of what we all know now as we didn't always call it Life Force. Didn't think they were washed back then. Ooh, Tonda says, I really like the Golden Axe Warrior. We're about to check out the Golden Axe Warrior on the 8-bit system. Look at this cover art. I'm going to move my ugly butt real quick and move this Commodore 64. I'll move my ugly butt for just a second so you guys can get a good look at that Golden Axe Warrior. As a matter of fact, let's get an even closer look to it. Let's look at the game media. Let's then I can pull my ugly face back up. There we go. Golden Axe Warrior. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that stuff. Sexy. Look at that castle in the background. Look at that. We got Space Vampires. Got Picard in there. It's great. Mathilda May. Life Force the film. Yeah, we did Life Force on FilmSack, correct. Oh, hi, Tonda. How's it going? Yes, Crozy, Life Force the movie and Life Force the game are both great. Only one has Patrick Stewart, though. True. Conan Thor Art. This is Captain Gipper. Look at that, though. Look at that skeleton, that Ray Harryhausen. Why is he wearing armor? Does he really need armor? The skeleton has more armor than our Flesh Warrior. Flesh Warrior. I'm a flesh warrior. You'll also notice it's adventure role playing, and there's only one dude. There's not the three. Where's our group of three that had the grievances? I downloaded Golden Axe Warrior. I'm just putting it together that I downloaded the RPG version of Golden Axe Warrior and not Golden Axe. I did download Golden Axe Warrior. I'm an idiot. Not an idiot, but idiot. And so I meant to download just the Golden Axe. So there is a difference. There is a difference between Golden Axe and Golden Axe Warrior. Big time difference. Axe the Warrior. All right, let's try this again, except this time with the right ROM. That's a good idea. I think it's a smart idea, Brian. And we talked about Golden Axe Warrior before. Trey Mouse says, naked flesh versus armored bones? Crazy. Oh, they totally, yeah, the Warriors definitely had a 80s and 90s Warriors definitely had a look. It was called the Conan. It's called the Conan. Almost said Conan O'Brien. Boy, I'm all getting all my stuff mixed up. Conan. Golden Axe. Oh, this is even more bro, dude. Look at this. Oh, you got wait till you see this cover art. Wait till you see this fantastic Sega Master System artwork. Here we go. Let's look at this. Look at this. First of all, amazing. Second of all, looks good. There you go. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Look at him. Take a good daggum look. Look at this guy. Right? They're either Arnold or Fabio, or both. In this case, it was more Fabio, right? Axe the Warrior, who does not fight with an axe. My brain hurts, says Avian. Right. The Golden Axe. So the story behind the Golden Axe is it was going to be, the game went through an iteration of different names, and the next to last one they were going to use was called Broad Axe, which I think is an amazing game title. It feels like I should be calling this Broad Axe. That just, it makes me tingle saying, are you playing Broad Axe? It's kind of probably good though. It's good because there is a lady in it, and I'm sure everybody making jokes about it, but it sounds so good. Broad Axe, mother, Broad Axe. Golden Axe. Anyway, the higher up at Sega said he saw the cover, or he saw the artwork for Golden Axe for the arcade. He decided that Golden Axe was a better name than Broad Axe. I disagree, but what you gonna do? But this is the 8-bit version. This is the demake essentially for the Sega Master System from the arcade. Where are all the axes and Golden Axe covers? Right, so the dwarf actually carries a Golden Axe. And it gets confusing because you're fighting against Death Adder, but they eventually worked we need to put some scan lines, and we need to do our little effects here before we go too much further. We got to do our curvatures. We got to get funky with it, right? We got to make this old school looking. We got to get in here and use our Coco AIO immersive Dumont bezels. We got to get that in there. We got to get our decoration set on, not auto. We need to do none because it's got its own. Bezels don't need your decoration sets. We got to put our head-up display on there so we can see our game info art in the corner so we know what we're working with, right? We got to get all that. Now, there we go. Let's fire this up. They actually worked that in Miller Time later on. The Golden Axes are worked in. They work it in later. All 25 achievements activated for this session. Oh, my little cover art's not showing up there in the bottom left-hand side, though. Don't care for that. There's your Sega Master System audio doing all it can do. Here's your little demo. Running a little slow. Pretty graphically intense. All right, got a lot of flashing, what you expect. But you saw we only get one choice here. Look at those nipples. Look at those shiny nipples. Oh, okay, so we can choose. Okay, so we can select our magic. So we only have one character to choose from, but they're allowing us to choose our magic. Now, in the other versions of Golden Axe, the warrior would axe battler would have earth. Our lady, what's her name? Eliza? I can't remember now. She has the fire. And thunder is our dwarf, right? Gonna cut your hand on that thing, by the way. Flare, that's it, flare. I want to see the dragon. Lots of sprites, but it's slow considerably, says Captain. Yeah, that's kind of the. I think that's kind of the. Oh, wait a minute. No, look at this though. They're skipping. So interesting. So they went with. They've lowered the animation frames. To keep the graphics at a higher quality. And the action is actually pretty decent. Even if the animation itself is choppy. I'm not sure how I feel about it. It's still a very fast game. Very colorful, considering 8-bit system. They went with some, they went with some white here. Okay, now I'm down. But is it fun? Oh, look, that's nice. Oh, I accidentally hit the button there. There's only 2 buttons here. So this is the Sega Master System. The arcade had 3 buttons. I am feeling a little bit stun locked here, though. But that happens in a lot of beat 'em ups. You can get your stun lock on. All right. Okay, that's pretty good. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm not caring for the stun locking though. That's no good. Does not happen to the arcade as much. But overall, I got to say, pretty good. Oh, and oh man, this is pretty nice, detailed sprites. Good use of the color palette. Smart choices. Flashing's a little bit annoying, but that's 8-bit systems, right? I like the compromise they went with. I like the compromise. Fewer animations, but hitbox is a little bit difficult. Oh, Crudzy says this. I'd love to see a hack of this that adds the other 2 characters. Totally doable, right? I mean, the primary problem with most of these systems at the time wasn't necessarily the processing as the memory. So the Atari 2600 even is a way more capable machine if you add more memory, as was evidenced by a cart you could buy that allowed you to add more memory, essentially. So I would think that would be totally doable as a ROM hack, right? On this system through emulation. It wouldn't break anything. Just have to increase the memory, probably. Yeah, ROM space is limited to carts, absolutely. All right, so we got. All right, let's see. Do I have any magic? I do have magic, but how do I? There it is. Okay, so it is a combination. All the consoles seem to have a combination of. If you want to jump, you've got to do 2 things. You got to point the D-stick or the D-pad up, right? And then you have to have an action button. This is the Master System, once again, so it only has 2 buttons as opposed to arcade, which is 3. I'm not making use of my charges either. Can I even use my charge? Let me see here. Might not be doing it right. Little turd. Give me my potions, you little turd. Yeah, this is good. Death Adder, a sworn enemy is in his castle. To get there, you must go through the turtle village. You must ride on the back of a turtle. I'm impressed. I think Sega did this one themselves. I don't think they went with Probe or any third parties, so they gave it a little more love. Capgiver says ROM space still might be limited to how much the unit can address at one time without a mapper. I know, right? I love that, putting those Mode 7 effects in NES games. That's so much fun. it is a bummer that you'll get to play the other characters, but that would be a nice ROM hack. Very colorful. I'm impressed. I'm impressed. Because I'll tell you, when I started playing this week, me only experience. My only experience with Golden Axe was the Sega Genesis. So let's take a look here. Let's take a look at my first experience with Golden Axe. And that was on the Master System, my second console. My second console was the Game Gear version. Like, most likely, the Game Gear version was basically a Sega Master System, and if you had a game on there, typically it was pretty similar to the Master System, with some, maybe a little de-resing maybe. But we totally can look at that. And usually the sprites were large. Right, Tana says zoomed in sometimes. But it was usually typically pretty close to the same, because that system was essentially had similar hardware to the Master System, right? Oh, what, did I type it in wrong, or you telling me I don't have any? I find that hard to believe. Did I type it in wrong? I find it hard to believe that I ain't got no Golden Axe up in this business. I'll roll right down to the G's eventually. Camkeepers, I have a Game Gear, no games though. I have a Game Gear in one game. The Game Gear does not work. As you can tell, I have not scraped this collection yet. Except for Dune. I think that's the reason why I loaded this up that time anyway. AFGs! Garfield called in the act. I always do this. This is why I like to type them in, because I'll see other games. I'm like, oh, I haven't played Garfield caught in the act in forever. I want to play that. Gargoyles, that was great. Oh, something someone gave me with the AC adapter. Mine was a donation as well, Game Gear, but it does need, I think it needs a recapping, which a lot of them end up doing. There it is. No, it's Gauntlet. What am I looking for again? Oh yeah, Golden Axe Warrior. Okay, Golden Axe. There's Ghostbusters. We played that not too long ago. LMNOP. Gods. More gods. Wait, there it is. Did I not just type in Golden Axe? I've already scraped it. It's a bunch of bull hockey. I type it in wrong? Crozy says Game Gear is a fun system to collect for. You can find lots of good cheap games. So the Game Gear. So that's a really good point, Crozy. So look, I love using original hardware, but I also love using FPGA stuff, because it emulates the original hardware pretty well. I need to, that's a good reminder that I need to order the Game Gear adapter for my Analog Pocket. Because I do have a couple of Game Gear games. I can't remember what titles I have, but I wouldn't mind getting some more. You could wait to play around with it. Plus I can stream it as well. Tana says there's a fan translation of a really cool Game Gear game called Sylvan Tale. Highly recommend if you like Zelda games. All right, look here. We got the Golden Axe. This was my experience. I remember this back in the day on my Sega Genesis, and I liked it. It was fine, but if I had a choice between playing Golden Axe and Altered Beast, I was always going to play Altered Beast. And I felt like they kind of occupied similar space. And so even though I had it, I think I got it later on, I just was never really, I thought it was okay. I didn't think much about it, but I'll tell you, I had to play in the arcade version this past week. I love it. We'll see you later. What's up? Oh, hi, everybody. Oh, hi. Not doing any audio in the, anybody know the story behind why they put Axe equals Battler? I thought it was a glitch like in the arcade version or something, but I've noticed it's been pretty much all of them. I'm also not getting any audio. Does it not start until later? Is there something going on with my system here? Do I need to restart the thing? Is there something going on? No, now I'm not getting any sound at all. And that is unusual. All right, let's restart our system here. I wonder what happened there. Oh, hi. Oh, we love beat 'em ups. Yes, I love beat 'em ups as well. Now, this is somewhere between a hack and slash and a beat 'em up, right? It was as a competitor to beat 'em ups. That was his inspiration, or his besides fantasy, of course, fantasy movies like Conan, and also the Tolkien and the Tolkien artwork. Am I annoying anybody by calling it Tolkien? Oh, I do love to do the things. Double Dragon was killing it, and the Sega was looking for something to compete, and so they did. So they tapped Makoto Uchida? Not sure. Makoto Uchida is what I'm going with. Who had worked on Altered Beast, and he was fond of action movies, and he liked the Conan the Barbarian films, and he looked at some other fantasy artwork and stuff, and it was the right direction, right? Good direction, because there were so many. There were so many at the time. Maybe it was supposed to be an axe battler, and ended up axe equals battler. That's what I'm curious about. Like, did they originally type it up maybe like in a Japanese font, and they tried to translate that over to there's not a one-to-one. If you've ever seen a Japanese keyboard, obviously things are different. You think they just everybody missed it, or they just always go, "That's fine. That's fine. It's fine. Send it out. Ship it." Tanagoso says, so in modern references, it's axe battler and death adder, and not axe equals battler and death equals adder. Right. I have no idea why those were added before. Maybe it's supposed to be a hyphen in bad translation. Yeah, I think that's where it's going to be at. I think there's probably going to be something programmatically that there's no equivalent. It's probably a big discussion. I'm sure it was like a big discussion at some point. It's like, oh, look at the track. Oh, look at that. That was nice. Wait, did he just pull that magic out of his ass? Wait, does he have the power of dragons? I know there were some added additions to this one over the arcade. Alien Storm's great. Yes, it's similar to Golden Axe, but much faster. And the controls have been tightened up. Yes, I'm looking forward to covering Alien Storm. That's on our list. All right, get to choose. Since you can't choose your character, you can choose your magic power, and you can choose not to look at those turtle abs. Look at those turtle abs. Look at those things. He's got like a turtle shell on his back. Oh, I guess he can use fire. Oh, maybe I should have done the. Oh, let me know what. I'm gonna do that. I'm going to restart because I'm going to choose fire. I'm going to choose a fire, baby. Because I want to see that dragon come down. That was pretty badass. Rosie says if you pick the fire magic, the dragon comes when the magic meteors fall. You said the thing that I was trying to get out and face. We'll see you later. Golden Axe was Conan the Barbarian game we wish we could have gotten, right? Absolutely. The mechanics are essentially exactly the same as beat 'em ups, right? And beat 'em ups often have a lot of this, like Streets of Rage. They had pickup weapons, but here you don't lose your weapon, right? You don't lose your weapon. All right, let me see if I can get my groove on here. All right, so that's up and down. I don't understand what the point is behind. All right, let me see. All right, okay. Let me see if I get, because there's some things you have to do here. All right, let's see here. Get my motion on. Hey, wait a minute, I'm still doing the thing. So they kind of went with the same. They kind of went with the same ideas they did for the same. Wait, am I playing the Master System version again? I'm about to say this looks like the Master System version. Because it is, you big dope. You big dope. I was supposed to start back up and play the Genesis version. I'm all like just Master Systeming it up, aren't I? Just Master Systeming the crap up. Barbarian by Psygnosis was the best Conan game. Yeah, I've been meaning to play that one. Cave Story. Give me the letters. Give me the letters. You're going fast. Give me the letters. Give me the letters. Come on. No. All right. How about this one? What if I do it here? No. How about if I do it here? No, that just moves there. Oh, you butthole.
We saw you coming from the other seat.
No, you didn't. You didn't see nothing. Oh, good. It went back. Ooh, Eternal Champions. We got to play that too eventually, too. Oh, there was I don't know much about the beat 'em up version of Dragon Warrior. What was Dragon Warrior? Dragon Warrior. What the hell am I talking about? Eternal Champions. Golden Axe. There was a one-on-one too. What am I looking for? Oh yeah, X Mutants. Wow, I'm so easily distracted. Squirrel. What's wrong with me? Flintstones. Oh yeah, there is a PC Engine version of the Golden Axe. I've heard it sucks booty. Tonda, are you really want me to play that one? I heard it sucks really bad donkey butt. I heard you lift up the donkey tail and it tastes like donkey butt. Is that not what I heard? PC Engine was doing better in Japan than the Sega Master System or the Genesis? The PC Engine was a 16-bit system, right? Was it like the first 16-bit system? That released in Japan? Trying to remember. Trying to remember my history. This looks exactly like I remember it. It's fine. It's fine. Remember, it looks exactly like I remember it. Let's play as Blaze. What's her name? Oh, yeah. Death Adder invaded the castle and has taken the king and princess prisoners. No special appearance by Alex to get you motivated. Oh, they'll tell you about Alex. My good friend Alex was also killed in the battle. To defeat them is a must, and bringing peace to the land is my duty. So you don't get to see Alex's death earlier than the Genesis, says Tanagosa, referring to the 16-bit. Yeah, PC Engine beat out Nintendo for a short while in Japan. I've heard this. Wasn't the PC Engine later than the Genesis? I'm trying to remember. I thought it was earlier than Genesis. It actually came out in the 80s in Japan. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. And that's the PC Engine, right? We got the Turbo graphics later. 8-bit system with a 16-bit. That's right. We'll see you later. That's right. But they touted it as a 16-bit system, and it was half true because it was a 16-bit graphics chip. Right. That's right. Right, Captain Kipper. Yeah. The PC Engine is was the PC Engine in the European market as well, or was it just in Japan? Lots of times it would keep them like that. 68K system. All right, bring it. Oh, look at that. All right, so much more aggressive than the 8-bit counterpart. All right, one of the things I like about Golden Axe is the way you can pull your 3-button punches, and then you get to finish, get a little finish move there. No throwing because it's the first one, not Golden Axe 2. Got a little wedgie there. I still think that in some versions of this game, those maces just look like a bouquet of flowers. TurboGrafx 16 was extremely limited in Europe. I think it was released in the UK. It was only the TurboGrafx 16 in the US. PC Engine in Europe is 2K. That's what I was thinking. Thank you, memory helpers. Look how ugly this guy is. Okay, look, so it's not really a mace here. It looks like it's moving around, so that means it's more like, oh, my rider got my achievement. All right. She's very aggressive. Oh, it's mine now. So that's not a mace that he's wielding. It's like, what's the whips with all the little barbs on the end of it? Little balls? What are those things called? So I think it's portrayed as a mace in other versions, but appears to be the Cat of Nine Tails. Maybe is that what it's called? A flail. I think I'm thinking of flail, but I think also they call it Cat of Nine Tails, right? Yeah, that's right. You suck it. Suck it up, Buttercup. Turtle Village, this way. But the question here is, I'm down to 1 health. Do I like, oh, yeah, okay. I keep my magic right. Okay, don't lose my magic. That's good. I want to see him swing that thing again. Swing it more. There. Did it too fast. Swing it slowly. Swing it slowly. Yeah, so this is it's a Mason. It's a Mason other version, but see how it kind of. I think they were just trying to animate it, and they were like leaving some of the pixels, like how you do like in animation, you'll do like a stretch and squash and stuff. So I think that was just a stretch effect. It's broccoli. The flails on the chain. Is the cat and nine tail? What is that? What is the thing? It's kind of like a ball, and it's got like. Don't do it. I gotta use some more moves here. I'm just doing basic punches and stuff. Oh, I just threw the magic. Oh, I do love the ghosty fire people though. Oh, what a great, cool animation she's got. Love that one. Oh, that's right. There's a 2-button move. Oh boy, they really just milk the shit out of that, don't they? Sorry, I had to say that. Oh no, where's our special move at? Oh, I think it's like some kind of weird. Continue, yes. Oh no, not no. Yes is what I meant. I meant yes. There we go. Karnov's cousins are mean. Dang it, Karnov's twin cousins. There we go. Let's do a little yeah. Ended with a jump. Just taking a little nap, being sexy. Just taking a sexy nap. Oh, come here, you turd. And in some versions of this, I always assume in the arcade version he's like a little gnome person, but they keep making him more and more animal. Our sworn enemy Death Adder is in his castle. We'll take a shortcut through the Turtle Village. Sometimes I have to take a whole Turtle Village. Oh yeah, Karnov is great fun, Cold Cash. What is going on, Cold Cash? So there's the, not as obvious, there's the edge of the turtle shell, right? So we're right on the back of a turtle, right? Went from land to turtle shell. Not obvious at all, because you don't see the fin at all on the back of this one. Interesting. Like in other versions, it's obvious. This just looks like they just said, we're not doing that. What are those teeth down there? What is that? Like turtle teeth? Yeah, it's not as obvious, right? Oh, we'll see you later says there was also a special team for the TurboGrafx 16 that would select Japanese games that thought would work well in the North American and localize them. They didn't get greenlit as often as they wanted to the higher ups yet. Dang it, NEC. NEC had such potential. I always feel like NEC had like a nice quality to it. Oh, I saw it coming, nothing I could do about it. All right. They're interesting how they changed the skin tones here. So limited changes on the costuming, but they did change some of the skin tones. And I'm still yet to figure out how to do my rush here. It's a little different on the Sega Genesis. It's been so long since I've played this darn thing. Let me see if I can use this like just a double. There it is. I just not okay. There, I'm getting it. Okay. Just not do it. Oh, look at that! I forgot about the flying kick. It's all one at True back in the day. Oh, Turbo. Yeah, you want a Turbo Express? Absolutely. Turbo Duo and all that stuff. Oh, HU cards on, baby. Oh, listen to that scream. Listen, that is badass. That's pretty bad. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. I didn't give this game enough. Love back in the day. Now that I played the arcade version, though, I have a little more appreciation for it. Oh, the TV tuner? Nice. I always wanted the TV tuner stuff as well. Like for the Game Gear, that'd be cool. Don't you get on that? That's my ride, baby. I'm killing it with my ride. Oh, no, you don't. Get out of here. Oh, there's too many of them. Now they're all on the, oh. No, I'm not wearing anything. That's going to burn my skin. Oh, come on. I don't think there's nearly as many stun locks as there is at the arcade. The arcade seems to be less. Is that Skeleton about to ride that? I know he didn't. Oh, he ran him off. Oh, dirty pool guy. Now, I know at some point you can't, some of the skeletons can't be defeated. He's chasing the Argonauts looking swashbuckling skeletons. Stop it! Stop it! Medieval GTA up in here. Will you stop it? Stealing my stuff. Oh my gosh. She's also pointing it up. I always feel like I'm not there must be a move that I'm not doing because she's like pointing the fire upwards. Like shooting it like a fireball. Okay, so I must have missed out on that move. Oh, there it is. You got to hold it. Oh, thank you for showing me that. I didn't know I could do that. Oh yeah, spam the high and fly kick. That's true. Oh no, come on, man. It's gonna run off. Got this little guy. He's gonna steal too. No, gotta give me that back. Oh, he's got the meats. I forgot he's got the meats, which is gonna be some health. Gonna get. Oh nope, get 3 probably. Oh, he's gonna give me back my other one. Oh, if you're fast enough. Oh no, you little turd. There it is. All right, give me that. Give me that. Give me. Oh, come here. Come here. Come here. Yeah, there it is. Give me those meats. 1 bar, 1 health bar, baby. Help the villagers. The village was on the back of a giant turtle. The turtle takes us south across the sea. Giant turtle. Giant turtle shits. Hey, hope everybody's having a great Thursday, Friday. This week we're playing Golden Axe. Mainly for the arcade action of it. We like to rotate through our systems through different generations, and this week we are hitting the arcade. And next week we'll be heading back, I think, to some 16-bit action or maybe 32-bit action. We'll be talking about that tomorrow, but we're covering Golden Axe, the arcade, some of the ports. I got a chance to take a look at the Genesis version, which I've played, Master System, looked at that one, Commodore 64, Amiga, and I didn't cover anything else, but those are the ones that I'm looking at. I've watched a little bit of video of the TurboGrafx 16. I've seen a couple other ones that I have comments on, but I didn't load up. I'll also be looking at the Golden Axe 2, which I may load up here in a second. I don't think there's much to say about the Golden Axe 2, right? I mean, there's a couple of, it's pretty much the same game, same characters, but some difference in how the controls do and how you can use the magic. I don't think there's a lot of going on there to really talk about. And we'll probably just mention Golden Axe: The Revenge of Death Adder hit the arcade. That was those 2 follow-ups to the original Golden Axe. The Golden Axe 2 for the Genesis, which kind of carried on from Golden Axe 1. Then Golden Axe: The Revenge of Death Adder, which I think we may have an episode complete on eventually. Maybe that and the gold with oh look, it's Taz is here. Thanks for being an ever positive escape from this sad world. Thank you, Taz, for being amazing. Time to making sure we keep it wholesome over here with imagine that meme of the turtle having sex, but it's louder. Yes, Axe Battler had his own game. We talked about that some on a previous episode, and we talked about the Axe Battler Warrior thing, or the Golden Axe Warrior, and everything. We talked a little bit about all of those. But we'll be doing another revisit to the Golden Axe series eventually. Probably gonna call it the Golden Axe Leftovers. But it's such a kind of a departure. Because the Revenge of Death Adder kind of really goes. I just don't know if we have enough time to cover Golden Axe proper and its ports, and Golden Axe 2, and also cover the Revenge of Death Adder and Golden Axe 3. I just don't think we'll be able to get to it. So we'll probably save that for a second episode. The Leftovers, we may call it. The Leftovers. Golden Axe Leftovers. Amy said, what did you say? Shankbuster's here. What's up, Shanky? Crozy says, you guys should talk about how Sega stole the voices for the arcade version from the Conan movies. I think I did read a blurb about that, but I need to go back and listen. Maybe we need to do that. All right, so now, are we on the back of the turtle still? Kind of towards the head area of the turtle now, right? Oh, I don't like this. Here, let me do this high kicking. Let me see which was the other button. All right, I'm about to drop some magic on these guys if they don't leave me alone. Can we just continue forever? How many continues do we get? Ah, oh, got a kick in that one, baby. Yeah. Oh, who wants some? You want some? You getting some? Oh, you're too close. Not a good place to fight. Ugh. I don't like this. I remember this being frustrating, right? I think this is usually when I would quit. I think this is when I would usually quit. Because you need to fight these guys down this little pit, and there's no place to move. And I remember being very frustrated with this part of the game. All right, that guy at least jumped out of the thing there. There we go. Because even if you get on the rider, you know, it's kind of frustrating. All right. Woo, I think I fell here before, too. I think it's the problem. Oh, no. Come on. Come on. Whip him good. Oh, no. That's not what I meant to do. I didn't mean to drop the lava bomb. I don't even get any magic for that, do I? And they're dropped out. Yeah, I can see why I would rage quit. That's probably what happened back in the day. I remember this being very frustrating. Hey, Konami, let's punch that code in. All right, can I... He won't shoot ball... Wait, why is he not shooting the balls? There we go. All right. Is it two different dragons I'm thinking of? One does fire breathing, another one does, like, fire balls? Maybe I am. I thought I was being smart and doing some kind of move. I played for the first time, baby! Actually, first time for everything except for the Sega Genesis. I've actually played this one before, but not very much. But this is the furthest I've ever played at this point. I never played the arcade version, never played the Master System version. We've looked at that this week, as well as the Amiga version. Act usually. And I'll tell you, those other versions blew my mind, have given me such a appreciation. I don't know what Deb is doing back here, but I want to go see Deb. What is Deb? I'm going to go see Deb. What the crap is Deb? Is Deb gonna pop out of that little window up there? All right, so there is a limitation on continues. Total score 47. Used player 12. What does that mean? Used player 12. Strength was 33.9. I scored a big old fat F. F is my class. Is this Dallas? What is Deb? What happened there? What happened there? All right, so this is kind of where I remember. I don't even playing it now. I don't enjoy it as much as I have the other versions. Did I just get a bad taste in my mouth for the Sega Master System? Use 12 lives, says Cold Cash. Okay, that makes sense. Lives 12. Okay, that makes more sense. 12. Okay. Goofy's History. All right, so we've got the Golden Axe 2 here. Never played this one. Let's scrape this bad boy so we can see our badass cover art. See what Conan art we got this time. Oh my god, they really upped their game. Holy shnikes. Boy, they really... I mean, compared to the first one, I mean, look at this cover art. I mean, it's fine. Let's take a look at this. I mean, look at that. Look at that. I mean, come on. It's not that. It's not great. But, you know, it's fine. But then, holy shit, knockies. Take a look at this. Well, graphics look way worse. But look at the cover art, man. Look at that. Oh, let's see. Can I zoom in? I think there's a way to zoom in, but I can't remember how to do it. Look at that, though. That is pretty. That is pretty. Look at the thighs on that guy. Holy Moses. Dreamy. He's got hot water up to his knees. Cobra Director, what is going on? Oh, hi. Hope you're having a good Thursday, Friday. At least in 2, they gave the characters the right weapons. Does the Axe Battler, is the Warrior, Axe Warrior, what is his name? Forgot his name already. Oh, on the covers. Yeah, it's true. That's true. I didn't even look at the weapons on the other one. We always just assumed, oh, look, we're going vertical. few years after the last battle in this land, the peace is threatened. Ancient times arose again. Now they're devil dogs with their rocket penises. He destroyed entire countries with his evil clan to bring his plan. Once again, the three warriors have thrown themselves into a mighty battle. Into a Golden Axe 2. Axe Battler is his name. Axe Battler is Chun-Li's son. Oh, I dig the music though. Yeah, I dig the music. Oh, that's nice. It's nice. Wow, they did not. I thought I remember this about 2. I think I rented 2 back in the day. They did not go heavy on 2. They was like, well, it worked the first time. Well, how about we just add some medieval Wolverines and call it a day? Oh, he's got a new power apparently. Okay, always got the power of the wind. Oh, he stacked them. He stacked them. Blech. He stacked them. Do you see that? What? Crozy, I went crazy about 2. You went crazy about 2 or you wasn't crazy about 2? Stupid. Correct, Otto. Son of Death Adder, aka Bob Jr. Wasn't thrilled. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. But it literally just looks like more of the same, right? I mean, Golden Axe 2. Auto Cucumber 2. I do love this intro music, though. It's too short, though, and it freaking... Oh, it slaps. Oh, 2-player. Options. What's our options here? Life meter. Oh, you can cheat yourself a little bit. There we go. Difficulty. We've got a difficulty bar here. Do we have that in the first one? Magic is either special or normal. Give me the special magic, please. BGM. Background music 1. Not gonna tell me not gonna give me a sample? How am I supposed to know what the hell to do? Or is that the volume? Is this the volume? Or is this the background music possibilities? SE, sound effects? What am I supposed to be doing here? Normal game, the duel. Ah, here's our characters. Choose them from your side. Let's play as Gimli. BGM is music. Oh, interesting. Feels cheaty. I don't know. Sega Genesis had some of the best sprite drawing of any system at the time. That was the... Oh, this guy's dead. Is he puke? Did he puke? Is this guy drunk or dead? I mean, it's not blood on the floor. It looks like he puked. Another puker over here. We got a bunch of... This whole town. No wonder they can't defend themselves. They're all drunk. This town of drunkards. Oh, no, he's... Yeah. Reminder, there was no arcade version called that. I always loved that oh, look, it wasn't this little book of magic this time instead of potions. Oh, it's a golden axe that tells you to go forward this time. Who's this guy? Is he hung up there? Is that guy hung? Oh, he just fell down. Okay. Oh, and now he's just walking off. Now he's just walking off. What is that guy doing? What is that guy doing? Captain says, PSA new Tapu Feud survey drop. Nice. Get in there, do some Tapu Feud stuff. Where did that guy go? He was hanging and he just took off. There we go. That's the move I'm looking for. Hey, look, Doc Doom is here. What you want, Dr. Doom? All right, let's drop a little magic from our guy here. Oh, he's dropping the boulders because his name is Gilead Boulderhead? What is it? I forget. My stolen best friend. Oh, that guy. Look at this guy. He's got claws. He's kicking it. Oh, yeah, like that. Oh, he's kicking it. Do we kick it? Oh, I shut my magic load again. But I did it quickly. If I remember correctly, I read that you can either hold down for the bigger magic attacks or you can quickly do it. He is dead drunk, says Avian. Where are these clowns running to? Do you see those clowns running? Okay, so I like this better than I thought I would. I like this version better than I thought I would. All right, fine. I don't mean to like this, but it just feels like I've made it to the next level. It just feels like I made it to the next level in the game. I mean, it doesn't feel like a sequel. It just feels like I'm starting at a later level. It's not more difficult. It's just more of the same. It's different environments, different animations, different, different mounts. Bad guys have some new powers. I have some new powers. Uh-oh. What does that mean? Uh-oh. Who's this weird-looking gym guy with a deer's head? Time to lay down the rocks, the boulders. I really want you to play Revenge of Death. I'll look at it. I'll look at it for sure. Like I said, we're going to give it a mention this week on Play Retro because I would like to do a full episode on it. I feel like it's going to be a lot to eat. I don't think I'll be doing it justice to just drop in another axe to grind here. His axe is not golden this time to remove the confusion that was from the first one, I'm sure. Come on, baby, come on. Stay down. No, don't. Oh, no. Continue, please. Oh, it just auto-continued. Oh, come on, man. Oh, take that. Yeah, there we go. Apprentice achievement unlocked. Time to take a little nappy and the frogs to hop by. They're really druids. They're druids. They're stealing my stuff. Give me my things. Come here, you weird little witch doctor. Come here. Get out of here. Don't come back. A little recap. Player 1 strength 8. After the battle in the Ravaged Village, we decided to start from the ancient ruins. So no turtlebacks. Defend the Ravaged Village. And this was a Genesis exclusive, right? So you wouldn't see this anywhere else. We don't have to worry about porks this time around. I like the rocks back there. That's some nice little sprite work. I'm not using enough of my charges and stuff. All right, why is it not attacking on the end of that charge though? Come on. Oh, got him. Got him. Oh no, get away from that person, please. I got my little ride again. Oh, knock me right off. Back off on the ride. I want the mount. All right, now he's got a tail whipper. He's a tail whipper. Oh, and he's gone. I'm a tail whipper. I'm a tail whipper. I think I got the audio turned a little bit too loud. I think it was quieter earlier. Let's bring that down just a little bit. There we go. Crozier says in the arcade version, Gilius' axe was gold, but in the Genesis version, it was silver, and Death Adder's axe was gold to connect the thing, right? The directors, the Sega big guy at the Sega said wanted the golden axe, didn't want the broad axe, and had to try to retcon it in. Shank says, Brian, I would like to set up a retro box like yours. What's your fave resource to get this thing set up? All right, Shank Buster, let's talk about it for a second. So what I am using is the Atari VCS, which has been on sale recently for around $200. Now that may sound like a lot, but what it comes with, and I don't get any money for this, it comes with this nice little Xbox type controller and comes with this way cool old school joystick like you would see on Ataris. And it's basically a mini PC. Very simple to buy. And once you get it in, all you got to do is download Batocera on a USB drive and plug it in, and then you got Batocera just like this. And then if you want to go deeper than that, we can talk about how we set this stuff up. Let's do a quick save here. You can get Batocera anywhere. You can run it on your Windows. You can run it on a USB drive. You can do it just about anywhere. But once you do, it pretty much all looks like this. So your ROMs in there on your ROMs folders. And then this is where some of the things that I do may look different than what some of the other people do. I found that my favorite options here, may want to pause this and come back to it later or mark it down. I'm about to tell you my settings that I use for most of the systems that allow it in Batocera. Always go to the full screen on the game aspect ratio. You'll need to download game rendering shaders. You'll download those from inside the main menu of Batocera. There's a download section. Go there, look for the shaders. I use the Coco AI or A10, I think it must be AIO 1.9 immersive Dumont bezels. Once you do that, in order to see it properly, you have to go to decorations and turn off your decoration set, because you can tell here some of the other things it's going to try to do automatically, and it's going to go with the default or something like that, and that's going to overlay on top of your bezels. You don't want that to happen, so you're going to turn that off. Then you're also going to, I like using the heads-up display to show my game info and art. Don't have to do that, that's optional. But what all that does is it creates all these great scan lines, puts a curvature, and adds reflections on the outside of the CRT bezel. Cobra Director says we need a ROM hack to add DJ Boy to this game. That'd be nice. So I hope that kind of gets you started. If you have more questions, I'd be glad to talk more about how my system and setup works. But like I said, with the Atari VCS, the good thing about it is, you know, you can, they got a RetroPie version, you know, they got a Raspberry Pi version of Batocera, but it only plays certain systems because, you know, it's Raspberry Pi, only capable of doing so much. This is literally a mini PC. And so you can play Xbox games within reason. You can play Windows games through Wine, because this is a Linux, it's what's called build Linux. It's pre-built with all kinds of its own thing. It's very specialized. This is a pretty cool little mini area here. Okay, cool. I like that. Pow, 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 pow. But yeah, each one of these, the bezel takes into consideration the system, and it adds the, you know, the appropriate scan lines, or if you're on like a, if you're on a Game Boy or something, it'll do like the dot matrix versions of that kind of stuff. But it adds the curvatures to it, which you don't need like on a handheld, so it doesn't apply it there. You are so welcome, Shankbuster. I know that was a kind of quick run through, but that may get you an idea of where to start at. And you know, if you have questions, let me know. Always on the Discord server, on Play Retro as well, on the Frog Pants Discord server as well. And I'm always around on social media. Thought about having a, you know, doing a video, but I wasn't sure if anybody would be interested. If there's not, like I said, I like my personal setup. I've seen plenty of people with Batocera setup, but I don't see a lot of people using this bezel necessarily. And I think it's probably because they're using underpowered machines. And you have to have a really beefy machine, but you got to have something that can handle it. And this Atari VCS, for the price, for $200 for 2 controllers and you know, a mini PC, and all you got to do is, you know, literally just download and copy some files over to a USB drive, and it just freaking goes. I mean, come on. Can't beat it, in my opinion. I mean, it's got Wi-Fi built into it. It's got a network built into it. You can network or Wi-Fi. Set your retro achievements up so that you get all your retro achievements and stuff. Shankbuster, yeah, I mean, it's very serviceable. I mean, it's just, you know, it's not a high-end controller. It's like just a regular old, you know, just, if you like the Xbox One controller, it's, you know, it's very similar to like the Xbox One controller. You know, I mean, it's got a similar weight and size. It's rechargeable, you know, so you got just plug it in. Both controllers are rechargeable. Don't have to worry about batteries or nothing. It's a very nice self-contained system. I got an F. I suck. All right, let's take a look, if we can take a look real quick to see about that other arcade version of, let me see, did I already download it? Now my preference is, so let's take a look real quick while we're just to follow up with Shankbuster here. Let's see. So when you go to just updates and stuff, so when you want to get the bezel stuff, content downloader, I believe what I said. This also will give you a little bit of information too. So we also talked about Golden Axe. There's a project called Open Bore, which is Beats of Rage, which is an engine created for Streets of Rage for modern systems. You can install it on Windows, Linux. It's open source. And so they've created elements to recreate the original Streets of Rage. Streets of Rage was developed on the Golden Axe game engine, right? So here's the bezels and stuff. So if you go to Content Downloader, you can download the bezels. A whole bunch of other ones too. You can get so lost. I looked at all of them. You're welcome. But I meant to. I was gonna go look for the open bore thing. So let's see. So in the project in Batocera, there's some actual. You just download it directly from here, right inside of the applications and downloads. Here's a bunch of games that are developed for, so like if you don't even have to get, look, we talked about Barbarian earlier. You don't even have to get you don't have to go find ROMs. There's ROMs already available of fan projects. They're usually like remakes of these older games. So you have games you can actually put in there. You'll have games to start with. Here's the Open Bore project though. I got Open Streets of Rage 2X for Open Bore. It's good. I played it. It's got Streets of Rage 1 and 2. Why it's called 2X. Oh, here we go. Here's the Golden Age Myth. And then there's Open Bore. So it's Golden Axe Myth. Okay, so let's download that while we're waiting. And this this fighting with He-Man's pretty hilarious. If you ever get a chance to play that one, we'll have to go over it one day. I played a little bit. All right, so there it goes. Go download. It's gonna download, baby. Yeah, I get nothing from Atari. But I play this. I got the Atari VCS on my birthday in March. And I have not. I mean, I pretty much use it almost exclusively. Unless I do some Commodore 64 stuff. Like I've got, been playing with that lately. But I mean, it's just the most complete experience for what I do for streaming. It's just easy. Like I said, it does Windows games, DOS games. All right, let's the project. So here's, you need to go to the Beats of Rage section here, and here's the Golden Axe Myth. Let's see what this opened project did. Let's see what they did. I need to go move over my FB Neo stuff. I'm sorry if I ever like rattle stuff off and don't give a lot of explanation, because I know I say a lot of words. If you're not familiar with them, I'm just throwing around this lingo. I apologize if I use too many words that are inside baseball lingo bullshit, right? Can I choose? Yeah, I can choose I think I had this problem before. You'll notice that when I launched it, that it crashed right away. So I think by default, which version is it using? I've had this happen with the Open Bore engine before on some of these games. Let's try with the first one here. Let's kind of work our way down. I talk too fast too. I apologize for that as well. Let's get so excited about the whole thing. I get so excited. Golden Axe Myth is a freeware open board. The Empire of the Joined Lands. This is kind of running kind of ganky too. I don't know if that's how it's supposed to be. Evil creeps in the heart of the Empire. The Golden Axe. Oh, look at these. So this is why I was wanting to play Golden Axe. Recently they announced that they are coming out with an animated series. A 10-episode animated series of Golden Axe. Shank confirms we are of the same talk fasty ilk. But look at this. This is pretty good. This is kind of, I'm pretty excited about it. Let's see. New game, story mode. You can do the dual. Dual mode is interesting. So I picked my character here. Okay, is that Alex? Oh, look at this. Interesting. All right, am I waiting to, are these my people? Oh, this guy's got his... He's got his foot on the neck of the guy. Am I supposed to get on the thing here? I don't know what I'm doing. All right, there we go. Now we're on the thing. There's... Oh, look at that animation. All right, I don't know what's going on here. Am I supposed to be doing something? Am I supposed to be enraged right now that I can't do anything? I don't think I know what I'm doing here. I love his teeth, though. Look at the teeth. Who dares venture in the land under our dominion? Get lost, you fools. We're headed to your vile master's lair. Oh, there's 4 players. Interesting. Okay. Oh, bloody knees. Quick, to me, Battle Cat. To me. This is not the best of the open bore. The other open bore stuff seems to be a little better. This is fine. I mean, it's a fan-made project. And it continues the idea. It has the multiple, attacks. Oh, it's got a nice little kick there. That's pretty cool. Jumping into charged run. There's charged run is there. I'm not exactly a fan of this particular art style, but it's fine. Maybe once I play Golden Axe 3, I'll have a better appreciation of where the series is going after dealing with those sprites. Oh, hi Chop, what is going on? You just happened to show up while we were playing this weird open bore project version of Golden Axe. Take that, buddy. Oh, look at that. Oh, got some keys. Okay, all right. Oh, got a sword down here too. A couple pickups. Like I said, maybe this shares more with some of the other versions of Golden Axe that I'm not familiar with. I haven't played 3 and that second arcade version they had. Legend of Battle Axe or Death Adder Revenge, whatever it's called. Battle Cat, let's go! Oh, can't. All right. Anyway, you get the idea. You get the idea. That's that. All right. Let's look at this FB Neo version of... When I say FB Neo, I'm talking about the arcade. FB Neo is my preferred emulator on this system, and you can find it under Final Burn Neo. It works the best for me. Oh, you bird. You bird turd. All right. Let's listen to the... Oh, all right, let me get my files moved over real quick, and we'll take a look at Tondagosa's requested, hey, take a look at the Revenge of Death Adder. You will eat it up. It's going to be great. Golden Axe, the Revenge of Death Adder. First, I'm going to go to Retro Achievements. So this is how I look at my ROM collection, if you're curious. I'll show you what I'm talking about here just in a second as I get logged in over on retroachievements.org. Oh, I think it's just I think I know what I did wrong there. Duh hickey. Windows capture. All right, let's see. So here's retroachievements.org. And once you go there, you don't want to look at whatever that is because that's not the right screen. Let's say that's not the right screen. That's the Discord. All right, there we go. Retro Achievements. Here we go. So here we are. I'm logged in as me. I am Mission Deep over on retroachievements.org. Type in the video game you want to play here. I want to play Revenge of Death Adder for the arcade. And hopefully it'll pull it up here if there is a retro achievement for it. There usually is. Did I leave? Arcade version going. Oh, there it goes. Okay, okay. So here's the game. If you click here on the game, then you look over on the right hand side. This is how you'll know if the game is supported. So you go here, supported game files, and you'll see in the game collections, if you have a MAME arcade collection or FP Neo, whatever you're using, it'll give you the name, because sometimes the arcade stuff especially is not obvious. So you are looking for a file in your library called GA2U7Z, and that will give you a a hash as well down there so you can ensure that it is the right one, because we're going to use revision A. So you need to be looking for that ROM in your collection. Once you do, then you will be able to get your retro achievement on. Get your achievement on. Do a quick search through my files here. And I found that the FB Neo full non-merged versions is usually the ones that seem to be behave the best with the retro achievements. I've had a good bit of luck with that. So, by the way, that title also, like that's the, so it is GA2U. So the things after the part that you don't understand, it's like, what the crap does a U stand for? I get the Golden Axe 2, but what is the U? That is the universal version, or the worldwide version, or is that the European version? What is that? What is that? Oh, yay, look, we got spam. Sweet. I don't know if Tex is still over there, but Tex, if you're available, you can go ahead and put the kibosh on those people. If not, even though they did just follow, very kind of you to follow, and then spam. Ah, there we go. Let's see here. Let's see if we can just, I'm going to pin that message is what I'm going to do. Just going to pin that message real quick. Let's see. Can I ban them? There we go. And you're banned. Boom. There we go. Perfect. So nice of them to make that offer, though. How's my dad? Says Chops. Very good. Pop's got to go home today. Good job, Tex. All right, I got him. I got him. I was already over there anyway. I was already kind of towards that screen anyway, so we got him. We got him. Good job. Don't you love it? Oh, hot dog. These people have some night. They're gonna get me all the viewers I need. Let's get that comment going, people. I need to pull up my the bot too, so I could pull it from the other side as well. Oh well. Oh well. Yes, Chops. Very glad. Very glad. For those who don't know, my papa went into the hospital on Monday night, 5 minutes before stream time. Mom called, said she thought he was having a stroke. He was having an incident, but it was not a stroke. It was internal bleeding due to some ulcers. His blood was very low, and he had to get some blood, and they had to do some exploring and find out what was bleeding internally. And they found it, and now he is at home trying to recover. Changed some of his medicines because some of them were known to cause bleeding. Take those serious. They're not kidding with that stuff. If it says there's a possibility of bleeding, they ain't lying. Boo, 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 boo. Let's see here. There it is. He's got to change his diet a little bit. Get some more iron involved. He was essentially anemic as well, so you know, things and stuff. Thank goodness. Right, just stop the spam, please. Thank you. I'm glad he's dong better too. I know that's not what you meant. I'm not going to make fun of you because you made it better by saying he's dong better. That's one flub that made it better. Made it better. It made it better. Don't have to apologize for that at all. Made it great. Matter of fact, I'm going to steal that. Oh, they're dong better. All right, let's take a look here what we got. We got some Golden Axe, Revenge of Death Adder, as requested by Tonda Gosa, who absolutely is convinced that this is going to be the superior experience. And I'm already looking at the artwork and loving it. Loving it. Loving it. All right. Oh, I love the fonts too. Let's look at the game media here. Oh yeah, look at that. Look, the guy's got a chain. This guy's yelling down here. Look at this guy on the bottom right hand side. Look at that yelling. What is going? Is that a praying mantis? Is that Brack? Well, why is Brack carrying me around? He's got my hands. He's got his hands around. His name is Stern. Is in Stern Pinball. All right, Golden Axe. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that gorgeous illustration. Look at that shield with the end of a dragon's. That is gorgeous. I love that. Oh, look at this little fan art. Look at that, very Conan down there. Very nice. Oh my, and Death Adder is having himself a good time over there on the top left-hand side. Can you see him? Oh, you can see him. Oh, you can see. Oh, wow. You can see him over there, can't you? All right. Right, very Frazetta. Might be anyway. Let's see. Does it have some? Does it have the person's artwork? Nope. Looks a little more modern, but pretty good looking. Oh, look here. They even got the. Look at this. They got the bezel here. You could use if you wanted to with all the movements. 8-way joystick, attack, jump, magic. Very good. Very good. Jump attack. Very good. How to play. Insert your coin. Start button. That's how you play. 4 player. Is that what it said? 4 player. 2 player on the first one. 3 characters to choose from. 2 players. I did in the beginning. Tech says, what's really annoying? Don't do drugs. What's really annoying about these spammers is that they probably come from the same IP address. Probably. Oh, look at this. Insert coins. Oh, look at the flybys, the sketch work. Oh, look at that. 2 credits to play. Oh, we've really gone somewhere with the 2 credits to play. That's 50 cents. Drop a coin. Drop 2 coins. Yeah. For whom the bell tolls. Oh, look at this, paying some Space Harrier. All right, 2 credits to play. It's a pretty cool little effect there. I like it. Oh, look at that. Coming in, being all sexy. Press the start button. Like how it's like a little pirate kind of flag going on there. Player select. We can play some interesting characters. Oh, look at this. This is very interesting. So we got I feel like we're playing a American Gladiator or Gladiator wherever you're at in the world. But with what is it? It's well, I always want to say Minotaur, but that's not right. A horse and oh, look, they're gonna choose it for me. I waited too long. Looks like I am gonna be the horse's ass. Rescue the villagers. Oh, look at that. Look at the speed on this thing. All right, look at that. All right. Wow, look at that. I am Jay. The music's badass. Oh, look at this. Very fast. Always pick the Centaur. There we go. Centaur. Dora the Centaur. Is her name really Dora? It is. I see it at the top now. Dora the Centaur. That's kind of interesting. They have this tree that I could throw people against. The shadow's kind of weird. All right. Stop beating the elderly. Oh, there's some magic. Oh, did you see that kick? Oh, what a dick move. Oh, I love it though. Oh, look at that. Oh yeah. I don't understand. So I love her little padded. I'm assuming that's hay in those what do they call that? Oh, look, I'm riding a fire-breathing praying mantis. What? Get out of here. Oh, look at the water. What is that even? Was he playing? Did he just throw a thing with a shark's head on it? Does that have a shark's head? I just deflected it. Fire-breathing mantises. She has the American Gladiator weapons. That's why I said, yeah, it's amazing. I recently found out that it's not necessarily American Gladiator. It's all over the world. If you watch Past the Plunger, he watches on Tuesday nights. Why can't I get to that? Oh, there it goes. Got it. Are these crates open? Do they reveal? Oh, there is. There's some magic potions in there. Oh, look at this. Oh, you guys are in big trouble. You guys are in super trouble. I am a magic wielder. I can just feel it. All right. I'm about to lay down some serious magic up in here, up in this place. I don't want to lose my cool fire-breathing mantis. Oh, he's got a bulldozer. What? You can sit on it? You don't tell me what to do. All right, I want to sit on this thing. How do I sit on it? There we go. Oh my gosh, that is so dumb. Oh my god, that is so dumb. That is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. That is so dumb. I hate it. I hate it. I hate every minute of it. It was the dumbest thing I've ever seen in a video game. All right. Oh, here's the big. Oh, here comes the big bad warrior. He's up. But you know what? I'm about to drop some magic right away. Go ahead and. You're about to get some now. Let's look here, Red Sonja. You don't stand a chance against me, Red Sonja. Look out. All right. Want some more magic? Boom. I'm not even gonna play right now. I ain't got that kind of time. Take some more of that. All right, there we go. Did Capcom make this one? Jeez, this feels more Capcom-y. Oh, look at this. Oh my gosh. This is a thing for a while. Everybody trying to work this in, including Contra. Like, let's see. Can we go vertical, but kind of straightforward? Can make it three-dimensional, sort of? Oh, meats. Your warrior needs the meats. He's got a pickaxe. He really gonna come in with a pickaxe? Take this and this and this. I feel a little OP, though. I will say that. I feel just a little bit OP here. I do like they reward the player if you're playing by yourself. I'm assuming it gets much more difficult once you have 4 players. What was that? That said... All right, let's see. Can we break this chain? I'm gonna break the chains for you, baby. Oh, I've got to pull. Okay, how do we pull? What's the action to pull? I don't know what the act. There it is. I got it. It's just the action. All right. Oh, I'm down. There we go. Knocked them all. Hit them all so hard that all them witches got freed. Time to drop some bombs. Magic bombs. Right. The background is gorgeous. So it is a long way from the first game. It really is. Guy's exhausted. What's he doing? Get out of here. You all right? Get out of here. Go. Little turnaround kick thing they do. Yeah, baby. Oh. That's... How do you even throw... Where'd they even come from? I don't see any bow wielders out here. Bow wielder. My bow wielder. Tondagosa, you're right. This is a badass game. It really deserves more than I'm going to be able to give it this week on the show. But I am going to give it a mention. And I need to go back and learn all the characters. But now I know a little more about it. So thank you for sharing that with me. That is an amazing game. You were absolutely 100% correct. That is also the dumbest thing I've ever seen in the game. That little small trebuchet looking thing you got to stop and sit on. I'm a centaur, not a sitar. What is... It's amazing, though. It's an amazing game. The catapult is stupid. I love it. Goldcash says it looks a lot smoother too. Yeah, playstyle wise, yeah, it looks amazing. It's amazing. It's an amazing version. It deserves its own episode. It's gonna get it. Excellent. What time is it? It's 8:15. We've been doing this for a little over 2 hours, which is what my goal was for tonight. I'll be back tomorrow night for do 2 more hours as soon as I get in touch with Valdair and Kit and make sure that's what they want to do. Because the last Friday of the month is going to be Thanksgiving or Black Friday, and I'm going to be chilling out. Okay, Interest has some stuff going on. All right. Hey, look. Man, was this a fun ride or what? No, thank you, Tonda. By the way, if you're not following Tondagosa, what are you doing with your life? You should be following Tondagosa, and you should know that Tondagosa pretty soon is going to be going to their first Ren Fair. And I'm very jealous. I can't wait for you to go get that chain. Yeah, that's going to be great. I can't wait to hear what you think. There's a shout out to Tondagosa. Don't forget to follow Tondagosa on the places. Thank you, Zoe. Trade Mouse, Fire Breathing Mantis is the shiz. It is. I love it. I'm so glad Tonda taught me into playing with it. It's amazing. Parallax was awesome. Agreed. Trade Mouse. I love the weapon style. I like all the new character choices. I'm really looking forward to that. I hope you enjoyed learning a little more about the Atari VCS and Batocera and some of the great effects you can create with the two. You can also do the bezels in other places too, but it's a lot more configuration. This is really just, this setup is just so dead simple. It's just so freaking simple, and that's what I loved about it. Anybody could do it. Tomorrow we'll be doing Golden Axe 1 at the arcade and its ports as related to the Commodore 64, Amiga, Sega Genesis, and the Sega Master System. And I'm going to try to pull up the Game Gear tonight on my Steam Deck, take a look at it. And we talked about Golden Axe 2, the Sega Genesis Mega Drive exclusive. And there'll be a mention of the one we just played, The Revenge of Death Adder. And a distant mention as well for the Golden Axe 3, which I need to also take just a peek at. But I feel like those are both going to be another episode. We'll be talking about the history of Golden Axe, where Sega was at the time, what was going on in their minds, what inspired the game, what was inspired afterwards by the game, and of course we'll talk about Welcome to Retro, bringing in the some games that are now 20 years old this month, and that's Welcome to Play Retro, not necessarily retro, because I know people define that differently, but we say 20 years is what we want to cover on Play Retro. 20 years and beyond. What else do we do on there? We do Guess My Game, and I've got a good one this week for Scott. It's an arcade game from 91, and one of them is Golden Axe 2, but the others are not. Let's see if Scott is able to hear the sound and guess. That'll be tomorrow at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time, and I will be back. That'll be over on Frog Pants TV or on YouTube if you're following Frog Pants. Then tomorrow night, I'll be back for streaming. It is fun, isn't it, Tonda? I love it. It's such a great setup. And fairly inexpensive. I mean, if you consider what it does. I mean, sure you can get a Raspberry Pi 3 for much less, but the amount of time you're going to spend fiddling with it, and you got to buy a controller, and by the time you do all that, and then it's not going to run all the same things that this one does. My God, it's just so simple, and they're always putting it on sale for $200. Don't buy it if it's not $200. Pay me, Atari, and I'll stop saying it. But yeah, they'll bring the price back up to what I think $299 or something, $3 or $350 or something, and they'll drop it back down to $200. So just, if you don't see it for $200 right now, don't worry, it'll come back down. As long as supplies last. As long as supplies last. All right. Let's see. Is there any of our friends out there today? Do we have any friends? Friends who are out there playing some retro video games. I wish Pass the Plunger was on, and I wish he was watching the Gladiator, because now I'm wanting to watch Gladiator after playing that. So let's take a look to see if... Oh, I'm seeing some Amiga love going on. Oh, look at this. Look at that. It is actually Pass the Plunger is on, and so we're going to raid in. He is not watching that, but he is playing Crash Bandicoot 3 Warped on the PS1. Real hardware. Great game. Great feller. Love me some Pass the Plunger. If you're not enjoying yourself while you're watching Pass the Plunger, you're really not doing it right. I use Xbox controller for Windows with it. Very nice, Captain Kipper. Very good. I think the Xbox controller is a great, fine controller. Captain was in reference to I downloaded an SD card image for my Pi with all the ROMs and the interface. RetroPie is great. Have a great Thursday, Friday, wherever in the world you are. And I'll be back tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Eastern Time for some more stuff. Faux Diddle, thank you for the sub for 3 months. Thank you so much, Faux Diddle, and we'll see you guys over there. We'll hang out for a few minutes, and I'm going to grab some food. We'll see you over there with Pass the Plunger.